Hey survivors, welcome to a new video today. We're going to be talking about the Battle of PillowHead. You want to know who PillowHead is? I'll get to that in this video. But first, subscribe, turn your note, and notices to go on and join survivors. Now let's begin. Okay. So Pillowhead is this creature who comes out of nowhere, really, and is already like some beast of insanity. Um, his his main abilities are pull up an image right now are like these razor sharp claws, which could really puncture really tough into something. I'll get to that later. Um, then there's also these these sharp teeth that really that aren't really used that often for him. He really just uses them to intimidate the tactics with like a little smile. Uh, yeah, it's mostly the claws that do it. Um, and then, as the name implies, he has a pillow head, a, a um a pillow shaped head that is is actually very much like different from a regular skull in the sense that it's more soft, like it's more tissuey and stuff. So it's more it in a dark sense it kind of does feel like a pillow. Um, but yeah, some unknown parts of it is that he has laser vision. Put a MS Paint edit of that he has laser vision. I didn't make this character, by the way, but my little brother did. Still the same amount of power, and also he is nick. I recently nicknamed him the Insanity God because he actually has the power to make like a little dance up and and make people like dances along with him at a certain radius. I can't really describe how far is that radius, but pretty far. And makes people dance and also makes them drive insane. Their their minds can't really handle enough of this power. Like they can't comprehend it at all. So they go mad and then they would die from insanity. Another little bit of it, which isn't going to really come up in this, I might as well mention it, is that he also could summon in like these pill like these pillows, which could be kind of like if you would think of it as like an like an instant pillow fort that is like not too effective, but it's still like a form of a block that could help out with it. Now, something that is important to know is that this power isn't none of your ordinary, skill set. It actually has been able to go into contact with the universe's saviors. I'm not going to get through all of them. I'm only going to go through 5 of them. Uh, but a lot of them, unless I tell you in a later video about which ones weren't included, these 5 were involved. Laurel, Dodade, Alg, Ramek, and you might know this one, Reset. Um, but anyways, I'll get through them one by one because I'm pretty sure I didn't mention them. Okay, so let's start out with Laurel. Laurel is the leader of reality. He kind of makes this sort of like fourth wall breaking ability. He could transcend realities, all of that, which is actually very useful because there is actually a multi world and also a multiverse at the same time. Um, one of which is more important than the other. I'll get to that. Um, but also, eventually, Laurel will at some point will become the leader of the universe's leaders in some way. Although they all have their own leadership in their own ways, he has like more of it as a status. Um, Next we have Dodade. Dodade is the leader of death. Um, in the image that I'm showing right now, hopefully, you should see that he has like these like more warrior senses, like more warrior or metal pieces of it. This doesn't like this is in like a little bit of well, I just said it, a warrior phase. This will leave him as soon as he finds out that like his way of methods, which are actually using those spikes you could see around him, to to like smite people down into death. And again, this isn't that effective. So he uses like some more radiant powers, and yeah, it's not too held responsible for it. It's more like just you die, you die. Um, then there's Alg, the leader of lag and glitches. Um, they really kind of go into like a strange category. Of course, there's actually a leader who is dealt with the strange, but I'm not mentioning this amalgamation until a later video probably. Uh, but anyways, Alg really has like powers for like making glitches in the world. Um, Things happening weirdly. He also invents this kind of block, which will be very important, not only in this battle, but also for future references in the series. So look out for him. Ramek. Ramek is the creator of worlds. So now I said about the multi-world. The multi-world is more important. So basically, he makes like these small little worlds that would like manifest into something else. He also has the tendency to make one of particular into a weapon, which is making like a TNT world, and then throwing it at an enemy, which would is very is really powerful against like so many of these creatures like Pillowhead. Very impressive. Finally, I'm pretty sure I mentioned her. Reset. Um, I believe that in the playlist, which should hopefully show up soon. I showed like Reset, but I didn't really show like her. Like I didn't outright say what Reset was. I did put in like a cryptic kind of messaging sort, and yeah, um, I might as well mention it now because of like it won't be too important now, but I might as well tell you the title. She is the leader of the non-existent, as in anything that doesn't exist will be led by Reset. But also, I'm pretty sure I very much mentioned this in the Reset video that she does have the ability to reset reality itself every single iteration and stuff. In case like it's more like a yin yang scenario where like if something gets too chaotic or bad, she'll appear and reset the world. Or in the off sense, if something goes way too good and it's way too boring for everything to happen, then she'll also exist just to reset everything to a more interesting state. But yeah, that's the whole lineup, all five of them. For now, that's who I'm going to be mentioning. And yeah, so back to the battle. So I can't really I can't really depict too much of it because you know it's not I can't like animate or anything. But essentially, what happens is that Pillowhead was searched upon with the universe's leaders. They approach him, or more importantly, Laurel actually approaches him, tells him to stop trying to make reason. But obviously, if it's a battle, then obviously they start fighting. Um, Many of them attempt to subdue him. Like many blasts from Doddids, spikes to Ramek shooting out like many TNT worlds at him, and also even trying to capture Pillowhead in this like giant world which he broke out of. It still wasn't enough. Uh, Laurel took Pillowhead to like a multi world, like a multiverse actually, and like returned for some like it kind of just it hardly disoriented him, but it was enough to get Aug involved. So you see, okay, so we're going into this block. This block is known as a lag block. Um, so hopefully I can show a screenshot of this right now. So this lag block is for like it's super powerful because it's like more unbreakable than bedrock or a command block being used in some sort of way, in which like whoever touches it or is in contact or in any way, they'll experience like severe lag and they could hardly move. It could be broken, but it's way too difficult to. So so Pillowhead does get encapsulated in it. Tries to get out through like glitching out like with like many pillows and stuff and all of that, but it doesn't really work. And he manages with all his might to shoot out one last projectile claw and kill Ramek. That was the that was one of the first times a universe leader died um and was killed by something like something else. This event actually was so important that reset like okay, this was so chaotic that reset showed up like from the neck down. And just a reminder, whenever she fully exists, that's when it resets. So like from the neck again, from the neck down, that's important. Like that is almost to the point of doomsday of the entire place. So if anyone else, for instance, Laurel dying, would set off so much more. Because although it is important to know the creative world is gone, Laurel managed to take the position of this by making reality of worlds, making like a little bit of a loophole in the whole universe estate uh, leaders thing. Sorry, I got confused with names. Um, and yeah, they actually. But anyways, in the battle, while Pillowhead was still glitching out and lagging, they were able to cut off Pillowhead from the body. They were able all the universe's leaders, the remaining universe's leaders, managed to destroy every single bit of Pillowhead's main body. However, the head fell into the void. The void is so hard to get through, and also holds a grudge. I'll get into more of what I am saying about holding a grudge. But yeah. Um, Pillowhead's head is just floating in the void, just waiting for something to happen for it to return. Because there's something else happening with it, but I'll talk about that in the future. It's way too far past for that. So yeah, that's the story of Pillowhead. I hope you enjoyed this. And also, by the way, um I apologize about the whole thing about the gameplay that's showing instead of like my actual face. I was meaning to use my face for this, but yeah, the original didn't let me use pictures in it, so yeah, I had to show this gameplay instead. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Uh, and yeah, that was the Battle of Hillhead. So, anyways, so subscribe, tune in now, and there also is 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 there also is and there also is to go on and join survivors. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.